The Rama Rahasya Upanishad presented by Svayam Prakash Sharma, Part 4. This is the concluding part of the Upanishad and it consists of chapters 4 and 5, in which Hanuman tells Rishi Sanak and the other sannyasis about the ritual to be followed for reciting the Rama Mantras and about the meaning of the Rama Mantra, the Upanishad. Sanak and the other sannyasis asked Hanuman, Lord, please tell us the ritual to be followed for reciting the Ram mantras. Hanuman replied, listen carefully. Anyone who wants to recite the Ram mantra must follow some rules and procedures to do so. These are enumerated below. He should bathe 3 times a day. He should eat only sattvic food such as milk, roots, fruit or naivedya, which is rice pudding offered to the god. He should follow the karmas or the actions that are prescribed for the stage of the life he is in, depending on whether a person is a brahmachari, which is a celibate student, or a grihasthi, which is a householder, or a vanprastha, which is a semi-retired forest dweller, or a sannyasi, who is an ascetic, who has renounced the worldly life. He must act according to the stage of life he is in, performing the actions prescribed for that stage of his life. He should give up the 6 negative emotions like anger, lust, greed, attachment, jealousy, and pride. He should observe purity of both body and mind and practice dispassionate speech. He should always act dispassionately. He should at all times show the greatest respect to all women. He should always observe celibacy and sleep on the bare ground. He should have no desires whatsoever. He should always be devoted to his teacher. He should scrupulously observe the following: bathe thrice a day, worship God, recite the mantras, meditate regularly, offer offerings in the fire sacrifice. He should meditate with utmost concentration on Ram as instructed by his teacher. He should invoke the sun. He should invoke the moon, the teacher, the lamp, the cow, the knower of Brahman, and the like. This jap should be done by a sannyasi, sitting on a tiger skin, adopting the swastik posture, the swastik asan. The sannyasi doing this jap should seat himself below the tulsi plant or below trees like the parijat, the bilva, etc. He should count the mantras using a rosary whose beads are made from the tulsi plant, or he should use a rosary of rudraksh beads. The counting of the mantras should be done mentally using the beads. The mantras should be recited 100,000 times at the altar of Mahavishnu. Tarpan should be offered after every 10 total counts. After 10 counts, offer rice pudding, pour ghee or clarified butter over the pudding, and what remains should be eaten after the next 10th portion. After this, flowers have to be offered along with the chanting of the Mool Mantra. The ascetic or the sannyasi who does this jap becomes liberated in life, and supernatural powers follow him just as a bride follows her groom. This Ram Mantra is not only a means of liberation from worldly life, but even if you remember me, Hanuman, who am Ram's loyal servant, It will ensure success in worldly matters too. Whosoever remembers Ram as the final refuge of the mind with full devotion, I am empowered to fulfill all the chosen desires of such a one. Remember that I, Hanuman, as an expert in carrying out the commands of Lord Ram, am alert at all times towards the task of fulfillment of the wishes of the devotees of Ram. I am always eager and ready to fulfill the wishes of the devotees of Ram. This concludes the 4th chapter of the Upanishad. Now the 5th and the concluding chapter. Sanak and the other sannyasis asked Hanuman, Lord, please tell us the meaning of the Sri Ram Mantra. Hanuman replied, first of all, you should know that among the Ram Mantras, the 6-lettered mantra is the king among them all. Though, as I have mentioned earlier, the mantras exist as 1-lettered, 2-lettered, 3-lettered to many-lettered. Lord Shiv knows in its essence the glory of the 6-lettered Ram Mantras. Shri Rama Sharanam. The true meaning of the king among the Ram Mantras, as well as of the 8-lettered Narayan Mantra and the 5-lettered Shiv Mantra is explained as follows. Where yogis revel in the 2-syllable mantra Ram, where the Ra syllable denotes fire, in which resides illumination, its nature as existence, consciousness, bliss, or Sat Chit Anand, is regarded as the supreme meaning, the consonant denoting the unchanging Brahm and the syllable denoting the energy of manifestation. Know that the consonants joined to syllables are used in breathing. The sound Ra of the nature of light is therefore used in action. The sound Ma is known as Maya, which indicates prosperity, and being itself the seed letter or the Bij Akshar, Ma is also equal to Brahm itself. With the Bindu or the Anuswar, the Purush takes on the form of Shiv, Sun, Moon, the flame as the crest, and the sound as the Prakriti. Both Purush and Prakriti jointly are considered as Brahm. The Bindu, the sound, and the indwelling seed letter as fire and digits of the moon. Fire and Om, by their very nature, abide in the seed syllables of Ram, just as every great tree in mundane life is contained in its seed. Similarly, in the same way, in the seed syllables, Ram is contained the whole moving and unmoving world. The name Ram is thus regarded as the seed with both these meanings. When freed of the Maya seed gleam, the Supreme Spirit is said to exist alone. This grants liberation to those who aspire, and the Ma sound of the mantra is regarded as the liberator. Formless Ma is Ram, is the granter of enjoyment and liberation. The first letter Ra of the mantra stands for the term Tat, meaning that or Brahm, and Ma stands for the term Tvam or you. The wise knowers of truth declare that the confluence of the two terms, that the confluence of the above two terms end in the meaning asi, which is R. The word Nama has the meaning of Tvam, you, and Tat is denoted by the word Ram. When Ramaya is used as an indirect object, the meaning of Asi or R is indicated in the mantra. Because of this, the sentence Tat Tvam Asi, which means you are that Brahm, grants unitive salvation, meaning that the person unites with Brahm. It grants salvation where the person unites with Brahm. Therefore, this mantra, which is the giver of both enjoyment and liberation, surpasses even the aforesaid sentence of Tattvam Asi. And remember, all embodied human beings are qualified for this mantra, which is the giver of both enjoyment and salvation. For the dispassionate ones, for those desiring and seeking salvation, as well as for householders and all others, no matter what their stage or station in life, constant meditation of Om, and especially for ascetics or sannyasis, is enjoined, is prescribed. Know this: the knower of the Ram mantra becomes liberated while he is still alive. Of this, there is no doubt whatsoever. Whosoever studies this Upanishad, he becomes sanctified by fire. He becomes purified by air. He is freed from the sin of consuming intoxicants. He is freed of the theft of gold. He is freed of the slaying of a knower of Brahm, a Brahmin. Whosoever recites the Ram mantra repeatedly, he merges in Ramchandra himself. Therefore, this sacred hymn, those who forever say, I am Ram in essence, will never feel that there is anything they want in this life, because they have everything. For without a doubt, such a person is Ram himself. This is the truth. This is the Upanishad. This concludes the 5th chapter, the 4th part, and it also concludes the Rama Rahasya Upanishad. Om Shanti 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 Om.